N64 quest on this lazy Sunday morning we got going on. And next chapter here, we'll start with Rugrats Scavenger Hunt, a fake Mario Party board game type of game. And to start out, yes, I would much rather be playing Rugrats Search for Reptar on the PS1. From everything I've heard about this game, I've just heard it's not very good. Mostly because it looks boring. It's really funny actually, because now that I've like started it up and I was waiting for it and we're past the opening scene, I don't really want to like make you watch it again, but they're like the babies they're gonna play a board game. They're all talking and they're like, what's a boring game? And I'm like, apparently it's this game. Apparently it's what your game is. That's what I've heard from people. So basically the plan, the good thing about this to me is that it can be a bad game, but unlike Superman 64, where I would just be like, oh, this is terrible, like I can't get anywhere, I can't do anything, I'm just ramming my head against the wall. This game will happen, whether, I'm actually doing well or not. So the plan, basically, in the very small amount of actual things to do in it, the very small selection of boards, is I'll probably just play one each. One game on each board on a stream, so a 3-part stream. Maybe play with somebody else if they'll actually join me in my own time, and see if that makes it any better. I don't know what to choose for
Now let's decide who's gonna play together.
I don't know what to choose for board size. That's one thing. I have the Nintendo Power here next to me, and it's a real short one. Let me just say, it's only like 6 pages, and a lot of this stuff is not very in depth. And it's 5 pages. God, most of them are at least 6 pages. It's the second page on the last spread is actually an ad. So I've got it there in case I need something to tell me anything at all. Oh my God, what is that hat he's wearing? She's got like the Amelia Earhart like aviation one. He's got an actual Indiana Jones hat. Tommy's got the safari hat. I have no idea what the fuck Phil's wearing there. I guess I'm gonna go with him. The weird thing about this one is that you can play. So there's a mandatory number of characters on each board. It's not like Mario Party where every game's gonna have 4 players, because that's how the games are built around. This one we can apparently just play it with only one character, and so since it's the only board that is playable with just one character, and we're just kind of getting our feet wet with it here, I'm just gonna play this.
The stuff
with
I ordered
just
from the
mine.
shopping network arrived.
What did you get?
They're replicas of ancient Aztec idols. They only cost 3 payments of $19.95 each.
Stu, dear, can you come help me in the kitchen?
$180. Mother of God.
You know, those statues.
There's 3
remind me
statues
of
there,
the
right?
time I was exploring Aztec ruins with a group of archaeologists back in 1906. I remember we had to hack through miles of jungle before we reached the Temple of Coca-Cola. Once inside,
This game came out in 1999. If he was exploring temples in
Those statues
1906,
are scary looking. You should be scared, Chucky, because
that makes him
cursed. If they would
113-ish.
babies would be sorry.
Fucking grandpa.
Oops.
Fucking
Find
grandpa
all the
Pickles.
pieces of the broken statue before Angelica
Lying piece of shit.
finds hers, or you will be trapped here in the Temple of Coca-Cola forever.
If he'd said 1936, that wouldn't have been too bad, because that would have been right around the Indiana Jones time period. Could have said 1946. I'll say 1936. It was like 39 is when like Raiders of the Lost Ark takes place, or maybe 1940. All right, the babies must work together. So this is the other thing I was really confused about with Rugrats Scavenger Hunt, is that I was not really entirely sure what the objective of the game was, and I think it is apparently it's different for every board. It doesn't necessarily seem like it's competitive. which is why I guess I can play one person on this one, and then the other two can be different objectives and whatnot. I have, since it's also not that intense of a game, it's going to be a lot of just like menus and moving around and shit. I thought it'd be a good good way to try out the Admiral, just in case there's any just in case there's any lag. I don't think there is from the little bit that I tried of it, but we'll see what's going on with it here. Okay, so if the babies find all of their statue pieces before Angelica finds her golden statue, the babies win.
Here I
Okay.
come!
So we're working together to beat Angelica. That sounded like fucking interference. That sounded like mic interference. That's not a good sound effect. I don't like it. Okay. However, they've really not explained to me a lot of the rules. The rules! They've not done a great job of explaining the rules of the game, which I guess I could read the manual. That's why I have the Nintendo Power here, is because that also sounds like mic interference. Alright. So I want to get the statue pieces. There's board squares. I'll reference them as I go. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is just roll the dice / spin what this is. 3. Alright. Spikes there. Those sound effects sound terrible. What? The rules. What are they? What
I
are
wish
the
it was
fucking
a
rules?
worm instead of a duck.
Oh, okay. Hiding place. I'm not hiding from anybody. I am trying to find shit. So, okay, so Grandpa's there. Spike's there. What do they do? Grandpa gives you cookies. What do cookies do?
No baby's gonna stop me
What do
now.
cookies do? Spike gives rides, so he can transport you across the board. What are cookies for? 1. Great. Yeah, I can't go that way.
Oh, I could use a rest.
Okay, so the thing that I did gather is that you need Z's.
In
What
my
happens
day,
if I run
babies
out of
didn't
Z's?
get
Z's
cookies.
are... Oh, sweet, I got cookies. I have no idea what they're for. Okay, so when I said hidden squares, it means I don't know what the squares are before I land on them. I don't know if that's a good mechanic.
I found a
Check
piece
this
for the
one.
baby.
Yeah, we got a statue piece, okay. Now, is there a limit? Can there be multiple pieces in one room? What the? How does she get our statue pieces? That's a good question. How? If she gets one. It's explaining all of these, like, if you run into Angelica, she'll take 10 cookies. If you don't have at least 10... Okay, so I'm just... Cookies are just there to appease Angelica. So I'm gonna go here,
Hey,
and I'm just
I
gonna...
can go any direction.
Okay, so there's other items. There's other items I can find, so it's... Just exhaust the room and then keep moving. That's okay. Oh, okay. I've got a fucking spike here.
Just try to get this.
One of Angelica's pieces. Okay. Can we trade them? There's a mutual benefit to that?
Here I come.
Fiver. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go somewhere else. I'm gonna say maybe I don't want to risk running into Angelica. I have enough cookies.
Oh, I guess
I
that's
lose
the
a
way
cookie.
the cookie crumbles.
So if I lose 2 cookies, damn. So I'll be hella low if she hits me. Guess this is the way this goes then. Or as Phil said, that's the way the cookie crumbles. I do think it's funny. I was trying to read this before. Oh, I still have Spike. What's... Okay. I'll take advantage of that. I'll move into the center of the room. Oh my god, there's so many things in this room.
I got one already.
Yeah, I don't want any more of those. I want my statue pieces. I want to win. I want to win. I don't want to prevent Angelica from losing. I'd rather just make my way to winning. Makes sense, right? They have it's the only 4 characters you can be, obviously. Tommy, Chucky, Phil, Lil. And, it's... Game Basic starts out, which Rugrat do you associate with the most? Brave Tommy? Apprehensive Chucky? Excitable Lil? Choose from 4 Rugrats. Well, like, you only had 1 left. You only had 1 more you had to mention. I wish there was a thing that, like, said, okay, this is what cookies are for. This is explicitly what you want from this. Trade cookies and energy. Oh, okay, so you can... Alright. I don't want to do that. Angelica is very close. That checks out, though. I like that. I can deal with that.
Oh, I got one already.
Oh my god, I'm getting the entirety of fucking Angelica's statue. And I've only got 1 piece of mine, and she has 1 piece of mine.
No baby's gonna stop me now.
Wait, can you just get all the same things? Like, they don't dry up? I thought it was a one shot. She just looked in the same place I looked, and she got the same item. So she doesn't have to get her pieces... She doesn't have to get her pieces off me. She just has to go, oh, they found that there. Because I want to be in this room.
Where the cookie crumbles. I'm sleepy.
Yep. These are just their energy. So, like, the Nintendo Power is literally calling them Z's, and I'm like, okay, I need Z's, I guess. So I don't need, because those look like most of the way completed, so I only need 1 piece from each statue, right? It's not like I'm sitting here, I'm trying to complete 4 full statues, and Angelica only has to do 1.
I'm sleepy.
I know.
Oh, boy.
Oh, 4 cookies is good. I can trade those off, too. Calling them energy is a way more appropriate, give more understandable thing of what they actually are.
No baby's gonna stop me now.
Yeah, because she knows exactly where they are now.
I'm sleepy.
No, I want to trade some cookies. I think if you run out of energy, all that happens is you have to, like, stop and rest for like 5 turns or something. What is it? It said it somewhere. One thing they actually told me. Ah! ours. Oh, good.
Well, who do we have here?
Full nap mode. But I assume it's only one turn as opposed to if you just ran out and you'd have to like nap for like 5 turns.
We need to find a way out of this crib.
Yeah. But we're full back up on Oh, you still gonna do this? Oh, okay, that's... Does it bring me to a different room? Yeah, it does. Okay, that's not bad then. That's a good way to move around then. That's actually a decent mechanic. I like that. Ah, you got nothing. You got shit.
Here I come!
Fucking one.
Oh boy!
Cookies. How many? Two cookies. It's really funny to see Grandpa after every turn because he, as the single adult, looks like the monster that's roaming around the board. Like, he looks like Bowser. Like, if you run into him, you're fucked. I don't know what his name
Hey,
is.
our baby's got no problems here.
Oh, okay. So, essentially, that meant nothing to me. Oh. Good. Only tells me what the sandbox ones are. Do this one. Oh, it's still roaming around in the fucking Reptar wagon from the movie. I think he just switches up spaces. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Okay. So, they have this list of board squares that's inside of the sections about each board. And I'm under the impression that, like, oh, you only have to worry about these ones. These are specific. Obviously, that's not true because it fucking gain and lose cookies and shit. It's all really basic shit. And then it keeps going through the rest of them. So these are all... I don't think we have any of these ones here. I think that's specific to the last one. But also, like toy chest, dill, all these. Okay, those are all general game squares that I need to know about. This is the room I started in. Okay, I should keep going. Search. That's what I want to do.
Found a piece for the babies.
Shit, did I already get that exact one? Oh, cool. Just for her or for everybody? She's got the screwdriver to like... Oh. So a spike is, I guess, it's just an automatic fiver.
I wish it was a word.
Damn it. I guess I'll take that.
I could use it.
Oh, you only get 2 back? Oh. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, because the crib is the full recharge, but...
Here I come!
Great.
Oh boy!
More cookies. Two cookies. The one that gives you 4 actually has 4 cookies like that one back there. Angelica's just all over this place. Alright, so that one has one of our statue pieces. Alright, so I haven't been in here yet.
Oh boy.
Alright. Fine. Gonna need them. Gonna need to trade them anyway, soon.
The toy chest.
Send Angelica away. Oh, okay, so it's a toy box square. Well, obviously I want that one. That's the same thing, except better. And I get... I have to trade cookies for that? Oh, okay. Landing on the toy chest square gives you the option to play a toy card for 6 cookies. It seems implied by the game, if you don't have anything to reference. It seems implied that, oh, well, so this one is... Oh, I get to pay for the... I pay for the card.
Oh,
Well, next turn.
use
Oh,
your rest.
good, I got something out of that. I pay the 6 cookies for the card to use when I want. Because the way they described it, it sounds like it's going to take immediate effect.
my worstest nightmare.
Oh, this is bad.
Finally got my statue piece back from those dumb babies.
Where's your nose? Holy shit. This angle makes it very
My
apparent
statue.
she has no nose.
Look what
Oh,
the
she
babies
won.
did, Uncle Stu.
Oh,
She just
no. And I already made my
Jesus.
first 1995 payment. I wonder if those statues come with a warranty.
Let's take the kids to their cribs for a nice nap. According to Dr. Lipschitz, babies need plenty of sleep. Those grown-ups will believe anything. I haven't played a board game in a long time.
This is back to
Pop,
the
you
opening
read the rules
cinematics,
while
so
I
let's
mix some
watch this.
popcorn.
Let's see here. We need to know what type of game we want to play, how many players, who's gonna play. Interesting.
Yeah, it's... No shit. We need to know what game we're gonna play. What?
That's a
Yeah.
boring game.
How many
Toby. I
how
don't
many
know,
people are
Chucky.
gonna play?
Maybe to win, you have to
Yes.
make everyone be bored.
I mean, it should be either
Silly
a parent
babies.
or a
It's
fucking-
not a
oh my
boring
god.
game. It's called a
Oh my god, her
board
nose
game.
is
You
so
play
high
on
up
a
between her
board.
eyes.
Huh?
That's not even
where
how
was
it is in
that?
the show, is it?
Oh, yes. It looks
There's
like
pictures
you
of her
have
that
to
it's not
decide a few
in
things
the middle
before you
between
can
her eyes.
play.
Jesus, that's horrible model for her. Okay, I think I will change one thing for the next game I play, and is to not hide the squares. Christ. Okay, there's not even there's no progress to be made in here. You just play the damn games. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. All right, that's this is fucking Rugrats Scavenger Hunt. Play Mario Party. When next stream I'll do one on the Pirate Treasure Hunt board, and then I'll do one on the Reptar Rally board, and I'll do it for this. It's not great.
Gotta do what a baby's gotta
it's not a
do.
good game. It's boring. It's so boring. It's not
I found real
making a board game and
Now what?
then just making up new rules and having it be a virtual board game is not fun because it runs slower. And if you're not doing Mario Party and you don't break it up with actual video game
Oh
stuff, like,
boy, treasure for me?
man, this is a boring game.
I haven't played a board game in a long time. Pop,
It's
you read the rules while I
funny
make some
because it's
popcorn.
literally like, what's a boring game? Like that. This is a boring
Let's
game.
see here. We need to know
fulfilled your
what
own
type
goddamn
of game we
prophecy,
want to
Jesus.
play. How many
Okay.
players,
Yeah. See you next time for
who's gonna
Pirate Treasure
play?
Hunt game. Thanks for watching. Bye.